Dave Green from the FBU.
I think that's more than enough to know about me, to be perfectly honest with you. But anyway, I've got no books to sell, and I don't do poetry. Okay, so it's probably all going to be a letdown from here on in. But I've got some quite serious points to make actually as well. So Janine, I'm sorry I can't make people laugh perhaps as much as you can, but I really want to try and get across where we are as a movement. First off though, I just want to, I feel I'm in company whereby I can say this, I'm a member of the Labour Party. I have been since 1992. And I feel actually, I can actually walk down that street and say, I am a member of the Labour Party, I'm proud to be a member of the Labour Party, and I will defend being a member of the Labour Party in front of anybody now, instead of having to do it in the open. So on that basis, I'll move on from that. But I mean, I think from our perspective, from the Fire Brigades Union, we're not affiliated, but I'm really proud of the part that we played in supporting Jeremy Corbyn's campaign. It's a massive, massive victory for workers across the UK and across Europe, and I think it's really really important. I'm very, very proud to have been part of that, and you know, repaying a few debts from Jeremy, who's been supportive of the Fire Brigades Union for a long time. But it's not, if you like, the end of the process. It's very much the start of the process. Okay, and I'm trying to set out. Loath to say this actually, I've got 3 things to say as well, but I mean, hopefully not exactly the same, but 3 things to say, to touch on anyway, about what we need to be addressing. First of all, austerity. In our view, in my view, this means that Labour MPs and the new leadership actually oppose austerity. Yeah? No longer apologise, no longer austerity light, they oppose austerity. And for us in the Fire Brigades Union, that will be a massive step. Because whilst we've been trying to be supportive and we've tried to talk to people within the Labour Party, even the Labour Party front bench, they've always said, well, you know, the deficit, and you've got to do it. Well, absolutely no. The Fire and Rescue Service has been decimated for the past 5 years. Absolutely decimated. Over 5,000 firefighters gone. Okay, 39 fire stations closed. Response times up. Okay, further threats along the line. Privatisation. God forbid, amalgamation or even takeover by the police. Yeah, that's what they're planning. And I have to say, you know, the threats to our industry are absolutely tremendous. And I'm absolutely confident that Jeremy will be at the forefront of defending our service and all public sector services, by the way. I think it's really crucial that we do that. The second point, and I guess many people have touched on this, and the first speaker was very eloquently described it, the trade union bill. It's a pernicious, it's a vicious attack on our movement, it's a vicious attack on working people. You know, forget about the issue about trade unionists and all that, it is an attack on working people. And if we as a trade union movement, as a Labour movement, don't fight back, then we'll be absolutely decimated in any fights we have in the future. The reality is that they are, if you like, analysing where they are, and they are dismantling opposition in front of them. And part of that opposition is ourselves. Because what we're doing is we're fighting, not for our members specifically, of course that's what we're here for. What we're doing is we're fighting to protect communities. We're fighting to make sure that those who don't have that ability to fight for themselves are actually protected. So whether it's a fire service, whether it's a welfare state, whatever it is, we are fighting to defend that. And I think, you know, they know that. And so what they're doing is they remove that obstacle. They also attack the media, another outlet, of course, that they like to control, and also they attack and demonise the poor. All those strands are about them, the 1%, the very few, having control over everybody. And the trade union bill is about that. That is what we have to do. And we have to do this now. not on November the 2nd when there's a third reading. Between now and November the 2nd, we have to absolutely harangue, hound, at another age, harass all the Tory MPs who are going to sit there and they're going to vote for it. We have to do that, and we have to make sure that we lobby them, we pursue them all the way along that they know that they're having a fight. And I think, you know, a gentle persuasion, you know, consultation responses don't cut it at the moment. We need to fight, and we need to be in their faces all the time. And I think that's really, really important. And I think, you know, the message that needs to go out from this conference, certainly from here, is that, you know, we're on your case. Yeah, we're on your case, and we will never ever forget what you do. The third thing, and as a member of the Labour Party, I can say all this, it's about the democracy of the Labour Party. Right? The Labour Party, I think there's some really good speeches as regards what the Labour Party is about. We all know who set it up. We all know when it was set up. We all know what it was there for. We all know what it was there to defend. Okay? In the last 20, 25 years, the democracy of the Labour Party has been dismantled. And I think now is a chance, and now is the time for us to be able to start rebuilding that. Absolutely giving the democracy back to the people who it belongs to, us, the workers, who no longer have to listen to the tirade of rubbish that comes from the top table, that actually would give back the conference to the people to the members. Constituency Labour parties who pass resolutions and take them to Labour Party conference, and they become policy. That's the policy of the Labour Party. It's not ours, it's the whole Labour Party, and we need to have ministers and we need to have Labour MPs pursuing that policy and being told to pursue that policy. So for us, it's really, really important that democracy, the bottom-up democracy that we all espouse, and certainly in our own trade unions, that is fundamental to what we believe in. That needs to be transferred to the Labour Party, and I'm damn sure that we'll make sure that Jeremy does that, and that actually continues. 2 minutes. Very, very briefly then, this is, if you like, Dave Green, outside of the conference, so I can say this is about how I think we should be progressing. I think now on the left we need a regroupment of all of the left groups. I know this is sometimes, I mean, how many times have I heard that being said? But we need to regroup. We need to regroup and we need to be united. Because now is the time to do that. We can do that. Yeah? We're actually united behind something we all believe in, I hope, anyway. And I think we can pursue and we can get our agenda has become mainstream. And I just think that a lot of those issues that we've been talking about for years and years, old hacks like me, but also the younger people who are energised by what's been happening over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, actually can see a relevance to what we're trying to say. And actually we're not just speaking to ourselves anymore. We're speaking to people out there, and we're speaking for the people out there. And I think we need to be absolutely clear and give, you know, Jeremy's leadership, okay, we can perhaps protect his left wing, we can perhaps help him, but at the end of the day, we need to be that critical friend, and we need to drive through what we believe in, because that's what we're about. I just think that, you know, now is the time to do that. Seize the moment, as they say. Seize the moment and move forward, because, you know, I genuinely believe, I have this belief that actually we are on the cusp of something new. And we need to take that, and we need to be energised by that. So thanks ever so much. Really, really great to speak with so many people, and for once, speaking with one voice. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Dave.